Good afternoon, everybody. We're out here at Oakwood Mall. Earlier today, around 3:39, our officers were dispatched to a shooting here at this location. Let me be clear, this shooting happened outside in the parking lot, did not happen inside the mall. In fact, it looks like most of the patrons that were inside the mall didn't even know it occurred. Looks like two groups of individuals met up in two different vehicles on the back side of the mall from where we are now, where gunfire erupted. This black vehicle that's back behind us drove around from the initial scene on the back side of the mall, where it came to rest here right outside the food court. Our officers were working the detail here at Oakwood were the first ones to arrive on scene. They found one male that's inside the vehicle that was pronounced dead here on the scene. Another male suffering from gunshot wounds has been transported to University Hospital. Our investigators are now here with our crime scene in the coroner's office to obviously put the pieces together and determine what the altercation initially was between the two groups of individuals, and obviously put some type of closure to this. And then we'll obviously can be able to release that information when we can. But it doesn't appear that the inside of the mall was really affected in any way. You know, we're always looking for, for those type of things. Obviously, a very scary situation of somebody that would have been here, but it appeared that this entire incident actually happened into the parking lot, into a secluded spot of that parking lot. So.
It looks like the person who died in that car was in the back of the car. Where's the driver?
No, the driver was the one that was transported to the hospital. The person that is deceased is actually in the front passenger seat.
Anyone arrested or in custody at this point?
No, we do not have anybody in custody at this point in time, but we're working diligently in order to figure out those two groups of individuals, why they were meeting. So.
I spoke with some people who described this as a shootout. We saw a lot of evidence markers over there. Do you think that's an accurate description?
I don't know that yet. We're going to look at, obviously, videotape and interview the witnesses that were here to see what that case may be. I don't have the evidence necessarily in front of us to say it was a shootout. Obviously, we've had a bunch of cases on the scene, but don't know if any were coming from outside the vehicle or just going inside the vehicle, so we'll have to do our due diligence in order to figure that out.
And can you say if the other person that was shooting was also in a vehicle, two vehicles shooting at one another? Or?
No, I can't say that right now. Let us go and try to figure that out. But I'm not sure. Let's face it. The two people that we have in custody right now, one of them is deceased and the other one's in surgery. So give us a little bit of time in order to have those interviews to see what we can put together.
What can you say about this happening at 3:30 in the afternoon on a Sunday in a mall parking lot?
Well, look, individuals that have these type of motives, unfortunately, you can't necessarily control the time. This wasn't our worst case scenario where it's a random shooter or a random, active shooter here in the mall. It's scary because obviously the mall is open, but, unfortunately, there's people that, don't necessarily like each other and get together and do stupid things. And, it's scary that it's happened here at the mall, but unfortunately, as part of our society, it happens too often.
With the